Well, I just got this 20 horsepower motor here, and I do believe it's briggs and stratton, but don't bet on it yet. I haven't even looked it over very good. But I'm going to clean this up, get it running. We'll have a real nice 20 horsepower motor here. Now this is short shaft, and that's our need. I'll show you what I got here and what kind of work I got ahead of me. Well, as you can see by this carburetor setup and intake, it's a little bit modern. Got two coils. And this, I do believe, is the gas pump. We're going to have to check all this out. This hose looks like it's bad. We'll check it out. The wires have been cut on this, but I purchased this as is. I started to clean it up. As you can see, it's going to need a little cleaning up, and we're going to do that. We're going to try to get this little bugger running. This is a huge engine, absolutely incredible. But I think the main thing on these is to clean these coils and make sure that them are putting out enough spark. Because I don't know if I've told you yet or not, there are three things you need to make an engine run. You need fire, which is your spark. You need fuel, which is gasoline. You have to have fuel. And you must have compression. With these things, these three items, fuel, compression, and fire, you can make a pop can run. Now you remember that, and that'll help you when you're working on something so that you keep your mind in the right place. Those three items, it will run. Thank you. I'm going to show you one of the real reasons why I always pull these. I always pull these and clean them. Because, you might be sitting there trying to start that mower, and you know that ain't going to work, right? It ain't going to work. So, make sure you clean them. Now, once you realize, this is how it should look. See how nice and shiny and clean it is? That's what you want right there. So when you clean these, make sure they look nice. Now let me show you the top here, because we're going to clean it too. Just want to give you an idea why a lot of these don't run. See how rusty that is? Well, that runs just a sliver away from the coil. And just to give you an idea how close I get these, if I can show you the gap, they run pretty close, and that's a good gap right there. See that? That's a gap from the flywheel. Now as that runs across there while it's running, it's causing this thing here to power up and spark that spark plug. Now there's a magnet that runs along here. See if we can't get over there and see it. This magnet. Now as this thing's turning, it's creating a magnetic charge. That every time that magnet goes across these coils, it causes a spark. And that's timed exactly with the motor so that they fire consecutively. So I'm going to clean this all up, and I have a special tool for that. It's an air tool with a little brush on it so that I don't, too big a brush, you might hit something, hurt something. And that little brush, I can get down in here with the little and just start cleaning this. It's a little work, but it's worth it, because if you don't have fire, you're out of business. Now we've hit this with the whiz wheel. Now here's what it looks like when it's hit with the whiz wheel. I mean, it knocks all the real loose stuff off, but if you really want to do a good job, you take a little sandpaper and just kind of hit it with the sandpaper. You can see the difference. Just makes it more shinier. You're going to get a better workout. But make sure you get the magnet. That magnet part right there is the most important. This cleaning up is not as important, but it does make for a better job. Well, now that I've cleaned this up and put her back together, I'm going to sell this thing. Somebody needs it. Now, you look this over and see if it's like yours. We haven't got the exhaust, but the exhaust pipes are still connected. Whoop, got you upside down, don't I? You'll be alright. And if you just need it for parts or whatever, you're probably looking at about $125. But, you know, if you're interested, give me a call. My number's always right there for you. And as you can see, there's a nice 20 horsepower motor. And let me get you a look at the shaft. It's not real long. Looks like maybe 3 inches.